It's still super cold here where I live. But I'm outside because I just can't speak inside. None of it feels safe. Everything will get used against me. Or even what I don't say gets used against me. I'm so exhausted. But I spoke with my sister who lives up where I used to. And she's willing to let me move my stuff that won't be going to be with school over there. So that I can at least, once I'm out of here, I never have to come back. And that's such a relief. I feel like I've been drowning all this time. And it just took one more of those arguments where I hear so much about what's wrong about me. It's the ugliest experience I've ever had with anybody. I've known some people that had narcissistic qualities. My son's father got like that in later stages of our marriage. But I'm not even saying he was close to this. It wasn't. There is just no middle ground. There's not even a black and white. I understand. It's landmines everywhere. There's no freedom to speak. So I'm trying to plan out what to do with my kids. My son is 19, and I've been trying to prepare him that since he still lives here, once I'm gone, I don't know how it's gonna get to be for him. So just trying to get him to be prepared that he might have to jump ship, like to his girlfriend's or her brother's house, something like that he's not quite ready for, so that he can be okay. I just finished writing my last entry into his baby journal. I didn't do a baby book. I kept a journal from right before it was his birth year. And me and his dad, until we were divorced, we both wrote in it. And then at least once a year for most of the years, just because life gets in the way of itself, I would update him about what had happened for him, like what sports he was in, what friends he had over, what injuries he had, any struggles that we had. Just everything about him so that he can look back on it and just sort of, I don't know, hopefully get a smile when he needs it because of, I don't know, whatever the memories bring back for him over that time period. Like maybe a friend he forgot about, or a weekend at a friend's house that he really loved that he forgot about until he reads that. Little things like that, on top of just how much I absolutely adore that kid. Hopefully, I'd hope to get one big vacation before I go to school, because it's such a big transition time period where I think at 19 he'll be closer to moving out on his own. My 5-year-old will be beginning kindergarten, me returning to school and being far away from both of them. Not super far, but farther than right now. Hoping to get one more vacation with them. And I'm thinking I'll just do something fun, but not super far, so that we can have some memories together before all this goes down. Part of me is just I'm just so ready to get out of this. Like, if my sister wasn't willing to store stuff for me, part of me was just ready to let it go, to get out of here. Through my life, I've been heavily a minimalist because I've never really had anybody I could count on to move like big pieces of furniture. So even right now, where I have a few, because life got really comfortable and predictable before all this with him happened, you know, before he even came into my life, I got some really solid pieces, and part of me was just like, I don't even know how I'm going to do this. You know, he's not going to be willing to help if he knows that it's because I'm leaving him. And I'm in a place where I have nobody. You know, it's one of the things, the city I lived in before was big, but it didn't feel so big. You know, there were these circles. Like, I knew people within the cycling circle, and I knew people within the musical circle, and I knew people within the theatrical circle, and I knew people within the health food circle. So it just didn't seem small, like too big. And here, it's the capital of the state, but it's like, it's so big that nobody even cares to know who you are. I was doing school before COVID hit. I still have zero friends from that experience, even though I had good rapport with the couple. No one stuck with it. I worked at places. No one even cared to see, you know, what my Facebook name was, to have that when I had one. It's just so isolating here. And then all the worries about the finances. Like, from when I was going to school before, I was going to Ivy Tech for something cheap. And because of the extra financial aid and scholarships that I got for it, I was able to store some money back. That was my escape money. So just with me not even knowing how my accounts lie because of his control over everything, it'll probably be crazy making for a couple months as I find new car insurance and phone plan and all those little things, but it's really stupid just to not know how all those things lie. Like, when is my phone plan expired? You know, when is it just floating while they wait for an upgrade? But God, there's so much to try and figure out. And even then, I'm trying not to stress about it. I'm trying to just breathe and trust and surrender to this process, because it's called on me so many times, but I've been so scared. Scared for my daughter. What he would do to her if I'm not here to be that mediator, to step in. But I just have to trust, because I can't do this anymore. I've never had so much negativity centered on myself. And not even from my own, just what I hear about myself from him. It's so ugly. Ew. But I just wanted, because I just posted another video and it seems like it's this frequent pattern. It's getting more frequent than it was before, probably because he knows I'm ready to go and he just has to give it to somebody. But I'm making my escape plan and thought I would let you guys know. Hit a like to support me. Not a monetary support. I just for the steps that seem impossible, doing them anyway, not staying stuck in something that's so miserable. Alright, subscribe if you want to know more and see how I do as I leave this place. And probably a few more before I go. Thanks.